Well, you knew I'd be back. You couldn't get rid of me that easy. What a last couple of days for somebody that really likes to see stuff get moving's been waiting for stuff to get moving. First of all, I want to apologize to Nancy. She did at least get this started. My spidey sense still keeps tickling the back of my neck of why she got it started and maybe where she wants to just keep it, but I'm not going to spend a night picking on her. Anyway, she could very well be our next president because it looks like Pence is in this right up to his nose. So I do need, I said I hope she made a liar out of me and did go ahead and start a impeachment, and she made a liar out of me and started one. I was convinced she's never going to start one. I noticed how happy and elated she looked when she started this. It was like, I don't know. I do see auras around people, even on TV. I think I talked about this before. But it was like her whole energy level was going out about 12, 15 foot around her. She was almost like a different person. She was really looking forward to doing this. She was waiting for him to step on his own dick, and he did. But she was really enthused about this when she had not been enthused before. And I have my personal reasons why I think that. I think because this really got her excited because she thought maybe they could just take this right through to the end and use this one thing, if enough comes out, where they don't have to bring any money into this impeachment deal. And if they don't have to bring any of Trump's money into it, which will end up connect them with the Republicans and then probably connect him with some of the Democrats, and they can all save a lot of face and still get him out of office. But that's just how I feel about it, because I think there is definitely a money connection there, and I think for some reason she's kind of afraid of connecting into that money connection. But we'll see. They may go ahead and get these taxes. That's another thing that's came up on me. I've been watching TV since 6 o'clock this morning. I think it's about 8 or 9 here. On my spidey senses. As this may not be enough to get them. They need the money. They need to follow that money, get those income tax returns, which will show all the Russian money that's been being funneled through all of his businesses and all of his accounts for the last 25, 30 years. And they really need that for a backup. I just hate to see him go in there with just this, because the Republicans are so good at smoke and mirrors. They're already pulling on them. They're already throwing them up. It's like, who are you going to believe? Your lying old eyes, or are you going to believe what I have to say? It's been that way ever since he's been in. And I just don't want to see him get his way out of this. So I'm hoping that they don't only just go on this. And it kind of sounds like right now that's what they're thinking about. They said they haven't worked it all out yet, but a couple of them has kind of admitted that they're just think they can push this through real quick. Well, I just hope they dot all their I's and cross all their T's, because I just think that might not be as easy as they think it's going to be. Even though, they caught him just out and out stealing. Or maybe not stealing, but selling our country out and threatening a small nation that needs a lot of help. Trying to get the history changed on who got involved in our last election, trying to take it away from Putin and putting it on Crimea so he can get the sanctions lifted on Putin. But anyway, been a busy day, probably for all of you. Anybody that's interested in this stuff, I'm going to put my glasses on just a minute here and look at some of the stuff I've got written down here. I know this sounds silly and I shouldn't say it, but it was really weird the way Mitch McConnell changed his mind and all of a sudden decided that they were going to let this information out, and they voted on it. Did Nancy go talk to Mitch McConnell and tell him, I'll help get rid of this asshole for you and not even go close to the money if you'll let us get into this? If it's enough to get him out of there, we'll do it. So it's just funny that he just changed his tune just like that. And I'm not picking on Nancy. I truly and honestly hope she's our interim president before this is over. In fact, I'm going to read on it tonight. I'm going to read on that, and I'm going to read on Bill Barr. So anyway, let's get doing it so I don't take you guys up all night or anything. But I want to tell everybody I'm really glad to see you. I mean, I know I can't really see you, but I feel you. I really feel all of you. And I hope you're as happy as me that it does look like something's finally going forward here. I still got that gnawing in my stomach like I did the night before the election, when I just did not really think Hillary was going to be there, even though at that time she could have been the queen in my mind. I thought, and she was. She had the most knowledge behind her. They wouldn't have let her do anything if she'd have got in there. They'd have blocked her on every angle she ever tried to do. But anyway, let's not go back. Going back doesn't help. But I still had this feeling it wasn't going to happen. And yet at the same time, I could not even imagine 10,000 million years anybody being stupid enough to vote for Donald Trump. But it happened. And it could happen again. So we all need to be alert and keep that in tune. But we can also step back and get away from all this stuff for a while. It's time just to take a few deep breaths, get back away from this, and just know that the universe is going to correct itself. It's either going to correct itself or we're going to end up killing this planet, which looks like the Koch brothers and everybody else and the 1%'s been trying to do for the last 50 years, and they're doing a good job at it. We need to go in and stop that. That's going to be my next readings I'm going to start on after this dies down just a little bit. But right now, I want to just see, is Nancy going to be an interim president? Oh, and if anybody wants a personal reading, because I have people getting a hold of my daughter even that watches my channel through her, wanting to know how to get a hold of me, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. It's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com, and email me there, and I'll definitely get back with you and we can set up a personal reading. Or if you just have something personal you want to say to me, hopefully it's not bad, but you can send me an email. And or if you want to ask a question, hopefully I can answer that. But anyway, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. So well, we got the Emperor on the bottom. She going to replace the Emperor? I know he thinks he's a freaking Emperor. Anyway, let's see where we're going with this. Nancy. Are you going to be our next president? Interim president. Interim president. We know you're not going to be our next voted in president. Are you going to be our next interim president, Miss Nancy? Maybe that's why your energy level came up. Maybe you knew as soon as you heard what was really going on. Well, you know what? This might just work out okay. Because I'm pretty sure Mike Pence is in this up to his eyes. Maybe we'll do one on him too. A little faster maybe than I usually do. Aha. Got the Queen of Swords right on the bottom. That could be a good sign. Well, if she is, it would make a lot of people happy. It looks like her star's coming in. We got the Ten of Cups as her. What's going on right now with her? She's feeling pretty good right now about it. And the influence and obstacles over this is foreign matters, which we know after watching the news the last 3 or 4 days, it might depend on what comes in when everything comes out of all these deals he's made with these other people. If we can possibly get to those, he'll never be dumb enough to give us any more transcripts, but they're there. We know they're there, and we know that they've been moved to that special place, but it's to do with overseas, and that could be the challenge, foundation of the situation. Influence and obstacles, not really the foundation, that's the one next one down, but this is the influence and obstacles, is still overseas. And the foundation is she's still trying to juggle this. Still not quite sure which direction she wants to go. And it's not going to all be up to her, but she is the leader of the pack right now in that area. I think I got these cards upside down. And just recently, in the recent past, she was the star. Even though everybody was on to her before, just the last couple of days, she's become the star. And what we got up in the sky over this reading is the King of Swords. So this is her reading at the top. Donald Trump's really opposing her at this time. He's going to fight her with everything in him. Everything he's got. And we do have money in the near future. I'm hoping this is answering the question I asked to start with. I hope they do follow the money. Get the power to get in there and get his taxes and his business stuff and follow that money before they even get started on this. This is going to be what determines how this turns out. But this is also in the near future, so maybe they're going to get his taxes. It would be nice if this kind of kicked some static out of the hose, or whatever, lint out of the hose, whatever you want to call it, and got some people thinking that maybe they better get on the right side of this. I'm thinking that might have something to do with it, even though it's money, but maybe, I think that's maybe releasing the taxes. I'm not crazy about this next card. It's herself, and it is a deal that's been made recently. And I'm just wondering, well, maybe we'll get a clarifier on that, but is this a deal she made with Mitch McConnell? It's just amazing that what did he do? Just wake up on not the right or the left side of the bed, it tumbled off the bottom and a bat flip to let the let the House even vote on getting this information and bringing it forward. That was really the most stunning thing of the last 3 days. So I'm wondering if him and her didn't have a little talk about maybe getting Trump out of office without involving anybody else. I'm sorry I'm so it's not like a conspiracy. They could work together. It's not a huge conspiracy, but why did he agree to this? And this is going to really, really shine the light on the situation. Whatever partnership she made, it's going to start shining some light on what's going on. So maybe it wasn't with McConnell. Maybe it's a partnership she made with somebody else hid in the secret folds of the Trump Foundation or Trump Organization or something. But there was a deal struck. Of course, that could have been her striking a deal with all the people from the House, but I think they were ready to go for this before she was. So anyway, the light's going to get shined on this stuff. There's going to be lots of information coming out that we can't even comprehend right now. And the next card out is what's going on in her house, in her mind, all around her. And it's the Queen of Cups. So yeah, it looks like maybe they are going to actually get his butt out of there. Let's see what comes out after that. This is so contradictory. We got her as the Queen of Cups. Emotion, stuff coming to her, and then the last card is the Emperor. I don't know what to think about that card. I'd have almost liked it if those two cards had been switched around the other way, because this is the outcome. But maybe this is just her male energy coming through. Because Trump doesn't have much male energy. He'd have been closer to being the Queen of Cups instead of the King of Cups, but he's really pissed off up here. Sometimes this Emperor is a law and judgment card, so it looks like just because okay, I hear you, this isn't Trump. This is the way everything's laid out, where if the presidency and vice presidency is vacated, then it will automatically put her in as the president. It'd be an interim president. It'd be a quick one, but at least it'd get rid of some of the sludge in there until we can have this next election. And it might make the next election harder, because they'll have to bring in somebody that actually people might vote for. So it's going to make things more harder. Maybe that's what she was afraid of the most. But it does look, if I had to guess by these cards right here, I would say, yeah, that she's definitely going to be an interim president. I think I've said this before. You go back through my readings, I said it several times, but it's been about 4 or 5 months ago, a long time ago, I kept saying that was going to happen, because I really thought this was going to get started a lot quicker. And who knows if he's going to even, the way he throws slime up against the wall till something sticks, he may end up getting his ass out of this problem he's in now. I don't think so. I just went to put the cards away and picked it up and cut it right there. No, I don't think so. I think his tower's coming down. His tower's coming down. He got away with this just as long as anybody could in his spot. You can't just walk over the whole world like you own it. In fact, I think it's kind of hilarious if a little place ends up taking him down. I think it's wonderful. But one thing about it, from seeing how all this worked out, he's definitely, if I just thought before that maybe he was taking his orders from Putin, he's taken his orders directly from Putin, and so is Bill Barr. I wonder, I want to see how much money Bill Barr's made on this. I've got a feeling, well, I'm going to do one on Bill Barr and see just how deep he's in. He's in with Putin, I feel personally, as deep as Trump, but smarter than Trump, because Trump's a useful idiot and Barr's not smarter. He wouldn't be where he's at now. He's going to end up in jail before this is over.